Test 3 review. Simplify, which means we need to factor and cross out. The top is a binomial difference of squares, plus 2 minus 2. The bottom has x squared, so we want to multiply to 12, add to 8, would be 6 and 2. These divide out, so what's left over is our answer. Okay, a multiplication problem where we have to factor, so it'll cross out. Okay, all of these are trinomials with a 1 understood squared, so we need to multiply to the end, add to the middle. Multiply to 12, add to 8, minus 6 minus 2. Multiply to 8, add to negative 9. Top right, multiply to 80, add to negative 18. Bottom right, multiply to 8, add to negative 6. Okay, let's see what can divide out. I've got x minus 2, x minus 8. So what's left is your answer. Okay, addition. We need a common denominator, which would just be the two things multiplied together. Okay, whatever's missing is what has to get multiplied in. The left is missing x minus 7. The right is missing x. What you multiply the top, you do to the bottom. So now multiply out that 5 and multiply that 8. And then we can add our like terms, 5x plus 8x. And that's our answer. Okay, subtraction. Now these denominators have x squared, so they need to factor first. A difference of squares, plus 4 minus 4. The right bottom is a trinomial. With an understood 1, so multiply to 4, add to 5. Okay, now the common denominator has to have one of everything. Okay, if it's in the denominator, it's in the new denominator. So the new denominator has x plus 4, x minus 4, and we need this x plus 1. Okay, so let's see the left. The left they already have 4 minus 4, so x plus 1 is what got multiplied into that. Okay, the right already had the 4 and the 1, so that x minus 4 is what's getting multiplied to it. Okay, so we need to distribute the x. We need to distribute this minus with the 7. So this becomes minus 7x, and negative times negative, positive 28. The 1x minus the 7x is minus 6x. Okay, the common denominator stays the same. Okay, the square root means what times itself. 8 times 8 is 64, so that square root is 8. Now, 54 doesn't equal a nice square root, but it does have 9 times 6 equals 54. And what does that do? We can take the square root of 9, which equals 3, but the square root of 6 stays inside. Okay, number 7, multiplying. First we multiply. Okay, 24 times 4, 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So this is 96, x times x, and y times y squared. Okay, now what we need to do is break down each of those things. Okay, 16 times 6 is 96. That y cubed gets broken down into square with another one. Y squared times y is the y to the third. Now let's see what we can take the square root of. Sorry, my cat decided she wants to be up here. Square root of 16 is 4. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of y squared is y. And what's left over inside is a 6y. Okay, now this is a FOIL problem. 2 times 2 is first. 2 times 4 square root of 6 is 8 square root of 6. 2 times square root of 6 is 2 square root of 6. And last, square root of 6 times 4 square root of 6 is 4 square root of 6 times 6 is 36. Those are like terms. The square root of 6, or square root of 36 is 6. Four times 6 is 24. 4 plus 24 gives us 28. Okay, the square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 49 is 7. And then you take half of the exponents for these. The reason that works is because x3 times x3 would give us that x6. And y4 times y4 is y8. Okay, you take half the exponents for square roots. Rationalize the denominator means make it not have a square root. So the trick is to multiply by the opposite of the bottom. So that would be 6 plus. Okay, you do the same thing to top and bottom. So we distribute the 3. 3 times 6. 3 times square root of 10. Distribute. Now we FOIL at the bottom. First, 6 times 6. Outside, 6 times square root. Inside, 6 times negative square root. Last, a negative times a positive. Square root of 10 times 10. Okay, the top can't do anything because they're not like terms. Those on bottom cancel. The square root of 100 is 10. And 36 minus 10 is 26. And that's all you can do with that.